Welcome to Live Interactive English. I'm Kiki.
And I'm Matt.
And today we are reading day 1 of our article, Crete, a Greek Odyssey. Now, I've never been to Greece, but I do love some nice Greek Mediterranean food. But I know, Matt, you have been to Greece before.
Yeah, I've been to Greece twice, actually. I went first when I was like 19 years old. I went to the island of Corfu, which is a beautiful island off the coast of Greece, and it was a very fun place because there's a fun nightlife there, and it's a beautiful island as well. And then the second time was only a few years ago. I went to Athens because I'd always wanted to see like the ancient sites of Athens, things like the Parthenon, which sits up on the hill above the city. Yeah. And it was really impressive and really interesting to see such old things, such old sites that, you can hardly believe how long ago these things existed and things were built and are still there today.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the reasons why I would love to go to Greece someday to see all those beautiful sights. Okay, well, today we are going to go to Crete together.
All right, let's take a look.
Sitting in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea, Crete holds an important place in ancient Greek mythology. Legend has it that King Minos built his labyrinth there, the home of the dangerous Minotaur. Beyond its historic significance, Crete is also a diverse and beautiful island with stunning mountains and sea views waiting to be explored. Crete's history stretches back more than 4,000 years, and the Heraklion Archaeological Museum on the island's north coast is an essential visit for interested tourists. It houses an amazing collection of items, including frescoes, pottery, jewelry, and tools that reveal what daily life was like in ancient times.
Hello everyone! Today we are looking at day 1 of our article, which is called Crete, a Greek Odyssey. All right, let's begin the article. Sitting in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea, Crete holds an important place in ancient Greek mythology. Okay, so ancient Greece had a lot of myths and legends that are still told today. Many people would still be familiar with a lot of these stories, and some of these stories took place in Crete.
Okay, let's continue. Legend has it that King Minos built his labyrinth there, the home of the dangerous Minotaur. Okay, so a labyrinth is basically like a maze that you have to go through. You might encounter lots of scary things, or you might get lost, dead ends. And a Minotaur is basically an ancient mythological creature who was a half bull, half man. And he was usually really big, and he'll chase you through the labyrinth.
That's right. All right, getting back to the article. Beyond its historic significance, Crete is also a diverse and beautiful island with stunning mountains and sea views waiting to be explored. We have a word there which is significance, and the word significance means the characteristic of being important or meaningful. So this place, Crete, is of historical significance, means it's important to history. There are things that happened in the past there that are very important, and they are still important today. We have an example sentence. This picture has great significance for my family.
Okay, we also have this adjective, diverse, and diverse is used to describe things that are very different to each other, or to have a mixture of different things. So for an example sentence, the menu offers diverse food choices. So maybe you have a menu that has vegetarian stuff, soups, appetizers, meat stuff. There's a lot of different choices or different things. Okay, let's go to Henny.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。这次要介绍旅游地点是克里特岛 Crete。克里特岛坐落于地中海中央，在古希腊神话中占有重要地位。传说米诺斯国王在那边建造了迷宫，那这个迷宫是危险的 Minotaur 牛头怪的住所。我们先看单字 significance 是名词，表示重要性、重大意义。Diverse 或是念作 diverse 是形容多样的、多元的，它强调种类的不同。那文中有出现几个跟神话相关的单字 mythology 名词，它表示神话总称，它的形容词是 mythological 是形容神话的。Matt 老师说的 myth 则是指神话或是迷思。还有文中提到 labyrinth 这个名词表示迷宫，这时候 Kiki 老师有提到 maze 这个字，也可以指迷宫或是指迷宫似的区域，错综复杂的事物。再看到 Minotaur 这个名词表示牛头怪，它常被音译为米诺陶。好，那我们来看一个重点是 Legend has it that 主词加动词，这是表达传说怎么样，据说怎么样。句型里面的 legend 它是指传说、传奇故事。It 是虚受词，代替后面的 that 子句。那这个句型其实也可以写作 As the legend has it， 逗号主词加动词。好，来看个例句。Legend has it that a fierce dragon once lived in the cave。传说有一只凶猛的龙曾经住在那个洞穴里。好，那这话课文中。
Thank you, Hanny. Let's get back to the article. Crete's history stretches back more than 4,000 years, and the Heraclean Archaeological Museum on the island's north coast is an essential visit for interested tourists.
Wow, yeah. I mean, it's great to see about the history. And history that's more than 4,000 years old is certainly something that you'd want to learn about when you're visiting a place. It houses an amazing collection of items including frescoes, pottery, jewelry, and tools that reveal what daily life was like in ancient times. All right, so one of the things that they have there is jewelry. And jewelry means things that people wear or adorn themselves with, so accessories that they wear that make them more beautiful. Usually these can be made of precious metals, things like gold and silver, and they might also include, expensive or precious stones or jewels that are in them. So these are expensive things that people wear to kind of show that they can have these things. They have the money to have this jewelry. So an example sentence, all the jewelry in the store was stolen last night. So jewelry is just one of the things that you could see at this museum. There are also things like frescoes, and frescoes means paintings that are done on a wall, so on the wall of a building or another structure. All right, now let's go to Hanny.
克里特岛的历史可以追溯到4000多年前，对它的历史感兴趣的游客，你可以前往位于岛屿北岸的伊拉克里欧考古博物馆，馆内有收藏着令人惊叹的文物，有包括湿壁画、陶器、珠宝等等。那么看单字 jewelry。这个名词它是指珠宝首饰的总称。Matt 老师在解释单字时提到 adorn 这个动词可以指装饰装扮。那我们接回课文中。
Thank you, Hanny. All right, so we're learning about Crete, and it sounds so far like a great place to visit with its history that it has there, and also a great museum where you can check out some of those historical objects. All right, we're going to learn more reasons to visit Crete when we come back for the second part of our article.
Recognized as one of the largest and most significant museums in Greece, it displays many famous discoveries from archaeological sites across Crete. However, you don't have to stay inside a museum to learn about the past. For instance, visitors can admire the ruins of the Palace of Knossos, a few kilometers southeast of Heraklion. The Grand Palace was once the political and cultural center of the Minoan civilization, which is considered Europe's earliest advanced society.
Welcome back to the second part of our article today. Let's continue to learn more about Crete. Recognized as one of the largest and most significant museums in Greece, it displays many famous discoveries from archaeological sites across Crete. Okay, so this is talking about the Heraklion Archaeological Museum and the things that we might be able to see there. Now, we have a verb here, recognize. Recognize can have multiple meanings, but the most common way we use it is when we talk about someone or something that we might already know about or someone that we know. For example, I recognized Jerry because I saw a picture of him. But in our article, recognize is used to acknowledge someone or something for a special quality or an achievement of some sort. An example sentence would be, Sam's teachers recognized his achievements.
All right, so in this case, yeah, that museum is recognized as one of the most important museums in Greece. So it is very important and something that if you do ever make it to Crete, you should definitely make it an effort to go and see that museum. Okay, let's take a break and go to Hanny.
伊拉克里欧考古博物馆被认为是希腊最大而且最重要的博物馆之一，它陈列着许多来自克里特岛各地考古遗址的著名发现。好，来看单字 recognize 这个动词表示正式承认、认可或者是辨识、认出。那文中用到 archaeological site 来表达考古遗址。其中的 archaeological 就是形容考古学的，与考古相关的。那我们接回到课文中。
Okay, thank you, Hanny. Now let's get back to our article. However, you don't have to stay inside a museum to learn about the past. For instance, visitors can admire the ruins of the Palace of Knossos, a few kilometers southeast of Heraklion. All right, so there is more to see there, and they can admire this palace. And admire is a word which means to look at something and find it pleasurable, find it nice to look at. When you admire something that looks nice, you find it enjoyable or nice to look at. Now, admire can also mean to see qualities of someone that you respect. If you say, I admire my older brother because of his hard work, it means you think his hard work is meaningful and you respect that. Okay, we have another example sentence for admire, and that is, there were many paintings to admire in the old house.
Okay, back to our article. The Grand Palace was once the political and cultural center of the Minoan civilization, which is considered Europe's earliest advanced society. Okay, so here we have the adjective political, and this is used to describe anything that involves governments, rules, and how groups of people come together to make decisions. So an example sentence would be, many people avoid discussing political topics at family gatherings. Okay, because sometimes people might have opposing views, and if you're not able to talk calmly about it, you end up arguing. So people avoid talking about it. Now, going back to our article, of course, this Minoan society, it is an old part of this Greek history. So it's very important to visit this palace to learn about the people that used to live there and how their society worked.
That is right. Okay, time for us to take a break and go to Hanny.
课文接着提到，不一定要在博物馆里才能了解过去，像伊拉克里欧东南方的几公里处，也可以欣赏到克诺索斯宫殿遗址。这一座宏伟的宫殿曾经是米诺斯文明的政治和文化中心，而米诺斯文明被认为是欧洲最早的先进社会。好，来看单字 admire。admire 这个动词表示欣赏、钦佩或仰慕。Matt 老师在解释单字时有提到 pleasurable， 这是形容 令人愉快的、舒适的。那下一个单字 political， 它是形容政治的，与政治相关的。好，那这边有一个重点是，动词 consider 可以表达认为，将什么什么视为。这时候它的用法是主动用法 consider somebody or something to be 加上名词或形容词，这边的 to be 可以省略。那么被动用法是 somebody or something be considered to be 再加名词或形容词，那一样 to be 可以省略。我们造两个例句 Richard considers himself to be lucky 或者是 Richard considers himself lucky Richard 认为自己很幸运 The album is considered to be her most successful work 也可以省略 to be 那这时候这个意思就是那张专辑被认为是他最成功的作品好那接华课文中
Thanks, Hanny. Today, we've talked a bit about Crete and some of the reasons you might want to go there. It's all about history so far, so there's historical things and great palaces that you can go and admire. Okay, so that is all the time that we have for today, so let's review the article again, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Sitting in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea, Crete holds an important place in ancient Greek mythology. Legend has it that King Minos built his labyrinth there, the home of the dangerous Minotaur. Beyond its historic significance, Crete is also a diverse and beautiful island with stunning mountains and sea views waiting to be explored. Crete's history stretches back more than 4,000 years, and the Heraklion Archaeological Museum on the island's north coast is an essential visit for interested tourists. It houses an amazing collection of items, including frescoes, pottery, jewelry, and tools that reveal what daily life was like in ancient times. Recognized as one of the largest and most significant museums in Greece, it displays many famous discoveries from archaeological sites across Crete. However, you don't have to stay inside a museum to learn about the past. For instance, visitors can admire the ruins of the Palace of Knossos, a few kilometers southeast of Heraklion. The Grand Palace was once the political and cultural center of the Minoan civilization, which is considered Europe's earliest advanced society.
最后我们来复习今天课文里的单字文法。单字的部分有 significance 名词表示重要性、重大意义。diverse 或是念作 diverse 是形容多样的、多元的，它强调种类不同。jewelry 是珠宝首饰的总称。recognize 动词表示正式承认、认可或辨识、认出。admire 动词表示欣赏、钦佩或仰慕。political 是形容政治的，与政治相关的。文法的部分，第一个学到 legend has it 加上 that 子句，表示传说怎么样、据说怎么样。第二个学到动词 consider 可以表达认为、将什么什么视为。我们学到主动用法是 consider somebody or something to be 加上名词或形容词。还有学到被动用法是 somebody or something be considered to be 再加名词或形容词。好，那以上是今天的讲解，同学别走开，马上回来哦。
Welcome to Which One Fits, the game where we tackle confusing English words.
I'm really excited about this one.
Today, we're going to sort out the difference between date and appointment.
Let's quickly go over the rules before we start.
In Which One Fits, we'll read a sentence with a blank, and you have to choose between date and appointment.
So join us and challenge your English intuition.
All right, here's your first sentence. The couple have a dinner blank at an Italian restaurant tonight. Which one fits?
That should be date.
Exactly. A date is a social meeting with someone, often for leisure or romance. Next sentence. I made an blank to see my doctor at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Which one fits?
That's appointment.
Spot on. An appointment is a fixed formal meeting, often for work, business, or medical purposes. Great job! You crushed it this round. All right, time to break it down.
First, date is a noun that usually refers to a social or romantic meeting, focused on spending time together. For example, he's going on a movie date with his crush this weekend.
Right. It's often planned but can be spontaneous, and it usually involves people who are romantically interested in each other or in a relationship.
In contrast, appointment is a noun for a scheduled meeting with a specific purpose, often professional or official. For example, she has an appointment at the hair salon at 2 p.m.
So it's more formal and tied to a set time and place.
Simply put, a date is about connection and enjoyment, while an appointment is about responsibility or necessity.
It's easy once you know the difference.
Now, here's something fun. A sentence can use both words. She had to postpone her coffee date because her dental appointment ran late.
Since they serve different purposes, these two words are rarely interchangeable.
Right, and now you'll never mix them up again.
Until next time, keep learning. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.